you very much for taking out time from your busy schedule to join us for this celebration along with your children. So we will just get started. Just give me a moment, please. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen. Just a moment. Do you see it written celebration?
Yes, true.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once again, welcome all of you to the celebrations where we are going to celebrate different batches of ours, right? They have completed the first modules. So we have batches as in Samskar, we have batches as in Disha and Prerna. So we welcome all of you today for the session. So we will begin first with invocation prayers, right? So who was gonna sing us the invocation prayer?
Sami, Titya.
Yes, please go ahead, Ditya. And everyone else can mute, and we will repeat after Ditya, right? In mute. Yes, Ditya, please lead us.
Hare Krishna. I'm Ditya. A warm welcome to all my dear parents, teachers, and friends on this occasion of Srijan festival. Now let us start our celebration with a prayer. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Nananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now I would like to call upon Soumya sir to start the presentation.
Thank you so much, Ditya, for that wonderful prayers and helping us begin this with this auspicious prayers to our spiritual masters, to our gurus, to our teachers. Thank you so much, Ditya. Now, going ahead. Yes. So brief introduction about the whole initiative of Srijan to all the parents and guardians who are joining us. So we started this initiative under the leadership of Prem Swarup Das, right? He's a senior monk who would be joining us from ISKCON Kolkata, Newtown today. So it was his vision that led us that we, given the pandemic situations that we are going in, and we are all stuck in our small cubicles like we are seeing here on the screen in our houses, right? So how do we can actually enjoy even in this situation if we are connected with Krishna, right? So it was under his vision that we started this initiative in this lockdown period where we cater to especially children, right? With him, there is a dedicated team of really qualified volunteers who are helping us. I'll introduce them to you as well. So the vision is that we want our children who are the future of this entire civilization, not just our family, right? We want them to be inspired, feel happy, and feel loved as a devotee of Sri Krishna with the strong support of their families, teachers, and communities, right? And our mission is we want to capture the beautiful heart of these youngsters and try to nurture their intrinsic quality of bhakti. All of us are born with bhakti, right? What we can do is just guide them. So that's brief about Srijan. So these are our team members. So we have Prem Swarup Prabhu who would be joining us. So I'll introduce him separately, but he's the one who heads us. And then we have Vishwanath Prabhu, right? He's in the R&D department for Michelin, and he holds a BTech and an MTech degree from NIT Jamshedpur and IIT Kanpur, respectively. Then there is me, your humble servant. I have done my BTech from NIT Jamshedpur. Post that, I have an MS ID from PTU and M Design from IIT Kanpur. Then we have Hari Prasad, one of the coordinators and mentors for one of the batches. He has done his BTech and MTech from IIT Kharagpur, and he was serving in Eton Innovation Center earlier in Pune. Then we have Chandrasekhar Prabhu, who is a ex-IIT JEE faculty from Akash Institute, and he holds a BTech civil engineering degree from Jadavpur, Kolkata. And we have Vimal Prabhu. He's an IIT JEE faculty, and he has a BTech mining degree from IIT Dhanbad, or ISM Dhanbad, as it was formerly known. And we have Yogesh, who is a software developer in Amdocs. He has done both his MTech and BTech from computer science department in IIT Dhanbad. And then we have Anshu, Anshu Prabhu, who helped us organize all of this every day. He's the one doing the follow-up for all of you, keeping you connected. So he holds a BTech and an MTech from IIT Dhanbad as well. So this is our small team, and we are a very, very new young team, and we are growing at a rapid pace, and we want to touch the lives of as millions of people as we can. So thank you very much. So this is our team. So this started on 2nd March with a humble website. And on 2nd May, we had our first batch of about 30 participants from UK and India. And on 29th May, we started our second batch with 40 participants. So that was about our initiative called Srijan. And now we have a beautiful shloka. Who will be reciting this? I think it's Vabhav. Where are you, Vabhav?
Here.
Hare Krishna, Vabhav. Yes.
Krishna.
Please read out the shloka. Please recite this shloka for all of us today.
Okay. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partha Tanirtaraha Tatra Shri Vijayo Budar Drvani Tanmatar Mama. Translation. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme martyr, will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Yes. Thank you so much, Vaibhav, for the wonderful, wonderful recitation. And that's a very crucial point here that, it's people generally think spirituality means just negating everything. But here's where, Krishna says that, no, you do your work, but you remember me. So wherever that is Krishna is there and Arjun is there, there is always opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality, right? This is something that we all need to remember, that we just need to add Krishna to our life, and that's it. And we will be successful. So thank you, Vashnu, for taking us through this, Vaibhav. So moving ahead. Oh, yes. So as this is the kind of a main attraction for today. So let me briefly introduce our special guest for today. It's His Grace Prem Swarup Prabhu, right? He's a temple coordinator and a senior monk at ISKCON Newtown. I personally have known him for last 15 years, right? And he's an exceptional mentor, and he not only guides youth congregation, but also helps develop communities in general, right? He's an active member of the Rath Yatra festival. The largest Rath Yatra happens in Puri, followed by that it happens in Calcutta. So he's also one of the integral part for that. And also he regularly counsels over more than 200 to 300 engineers, top engineering students, and businessmen and common people in general, right? And and he's extremely sought after speaker. So despite his busy schedule, we are very fortunate that we have his association today. So without delay, let's welcome him by loudly chanting 3 times. Revo!
Revo!
Revo! So, Prem Sir Prabhu, over to you now. Please kindly give us
Excuse me,
your.
sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Shyam.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Shyam. Tell me.
Sir, I want to say Jagannath Pranam Mantra.
You want to say the pranam mantra? Okay, let's
Yes.
hear it. Okay, let's hear it quickly.
नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलपत्र सुभद्राभ्याम जगन्नाथाय ते नमः.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Loved it. Thank you, Shyam. So that is kind of the most auspicious welcome that we can have for Prem Swarup Prabhu. So thank you, Shyam, for that. Prem Swarup Prabhu, over to you.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. I'm very, very happy with each and every one of you. I can see so many bubbling faces and like lotuses in this video that I can see in front of me, and the caretakers who are like the expert gardeners who are nourishing the lotuses and flowers in the garden. So I extend my warm greetings to each and every one of you who is present here and welcome you to this get together. It looks like a Vishwaroop. I see so many of you together. It's so nice. And also thank all the parents that have come together here. I'm getting an opportunity to see each and every one of them. And I thank everyone to be here this afternoon for sparing your time so that we can together discuss some profound aspects. So before I begin, I'll just briefly offer my prayers and then we will begin. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guru Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yena Swayam Rupa Kadamayan Dadati Sapradantika Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatane Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Kam Karoti Vacharam Kam Gamanmayati Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your sweet Hare Krishna. I am very, very enlivened just by seeing each and every one of you. I have some brief time and I would like to share my heartfelt gratitude and few words on this auspicious occasion of a get-together with all the parents and all the children. The founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Srila Prabhupada, was once lecturing in MIT, USA, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I'm sure many of the parents may be desiring to put their kids there sometime. And when he was lecturing to all the professors, we have our young professors here. When he was lecturing, Prabhupada asked, in MIT, where do you have the department that teaches about Almighty? Right? Where do you have a learning about the spiritual subject matter, about God and about life? And they did not have one. Because with the knowledge of the Almighty comes all the principles, comes all the character and values. That becomes the foundation of everyone's life. So my today's talk I have entitled as Legacy of Love. Right? And I explain you why. legacy of love. So I know all the parents here, caretakers here, each of us have a desire that we live out our lives in a particular way, that we give back in legacy to the next generation, right? And what is it that we want to hand over? Do we want to hand over a legacy of fear and enjoyment, completely carried away by allurements and temptations? Or we want to leave a legacy of duty and love and principles? What do we want? In America, in the early 20th century, there was a big gangster, like in India, they call him Don. In Chicago, a very big gangster. His name was Al Capone. And this particular gangster, it is said, had created so much of fear and literally controlled the whole Chicago, right with him. And the reason he was able to kind of keep the control for so long is because he had a lawyer. His name was Eddie. So this particular lawyer would always be able to maneuver and bring him, keep him out of the jail, due to which the whole attacking and the suffering of the people was increasing and increasing. But this Eddie, I'm going to tell you two stories, and I will ask the children or even the parents to answer it. So you have to hear attentively if you have to answer the question. Right? So I hope everyone is with us. We will see who will speak the right answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Eddie, who was a lawyer, who was the lawyer of this gangster, he had a soft spot, and that was his son. He loved his son very much. For his son, he was ready to bring new clothes, a car, an apartment, a mansion, whatever he wanted at any price, he was ready to facilitate for the son. But he felt some sadness in his heart because externally he gave his son the principles of integrity, the principles of compassion, the principles of love. But he knew internally that he's supporting a crime in the gangsters. So he felt that when I would be to leave from this world, I would not be able to give my son two things. The first thing, I won't be able to give him the legacy of integrity, of compassion and love. And the second thing is, I would not be able to make my son feel proud about me. So in his heart, there was a turmoil of what he wants to do. And he took an important decision in his life that he would want to lead a life so that he can actually leave the real legacy for his child. So he actually decided, he went to the court, he went to the police and gave a sentence or gave his information about all these gangsters. And all these gangsters, many of them were put behind bars and sentenced for long-term jail. But he knew this is going to come with a great price. And sure indeed, when he was on the lane in Chicago driving his car, the gangsters using their machine guns actually shot him dead right there because of the act he had undertaken. But while he was leaving in the last moments, he felt happiness. He felt happiness that I have given a semblance of integrity and values to my son to live up to. So this happened in early 20th century in American history. And then another episode happened in the late 1940s when there was a Second World War. Right? Obviously, I don't think none of us were there around. It's quite a long time. So in the Second World War that began in 1939, there was this war that was going on, and there's this American aircraft, and there were a set of fighter pilots. So fighter pilots, I don't know if you've seen on the Republic Day, they go into the sky and somersault and do
Yes, sir. They spray the tiranga, sir. The three colors.
Very, very right. But these were the actual fighter pilots in the World War. So when they were going, there was one particular gentleman. His name was Butch O'Hare. He was a lieutenant commander. O'Hare, or we chant Hare O'Hare. So he was there as a lieutenant commander along with the fighter pilots, and they all on a squadron actually went off from the aircraft on a march in the plane. They were all in the plane 20,000 feet high up in the sky, much more than what airplanes can take us. And when this particular Butch O'Hare, the lieutenant commander, was going, he realized that his fuel tank in between, that it was not filled. So the leader of the team said that you should go back, otherwise you may not have enough fuel to come back to the aircraft. So then he actually went back alone, taking off from that group of fighter planes. And as he was going behind to the aircraft, he realized that the enemy squadron had suddenly appeared to attack the defenseless aircraft. Almost like 15, 20 fighter planes all at once attacking while he was coming back. Now he had a choice either to fly off or he had to make a decision. And he made a decision to go into that squadron of the enemy flights, which meant life. And he dove into it, shelling off all his guns and bullets, not caring for his life. He actually really brought down many of the fighter planes, and because of that, the enemy squadron was confused and they dropped their idea to actually attack the aircraft. And then he comes back to the aircraft, and the camera in the gun blowing had recorded of how this gentleman had taken a risk of his life, and he actually shot down 5 enemy planes. So the American government, they actually gave him an honor of medals in the World War. In Chicago, I don't know how many have been there, the airport is named after him, O'Hare. Right? Even now, if you go, so our devotees, when they go to Chicago, they say, Hare, it's like an airport, and that's level. Right? Now comes the question. So what is the connection between these two stories or these two personalities that I mentioned?
Risking your lives to risking your lives for good.
Sir, sacrificing for other people.
Sacrificing for others. Any other connection? Why these two stories together? What is the connection?
Yes, Ditya, go ahead. You raise your hand.
Okay, they were both brave and didn't care about their own lives, yes. But what's the connection? You all know the answer. It's very close to all of you, obviously.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
They believed in themselves.
Huh?
They believed in themselves.
Okay, they did the service. Okay.
Can I try?
Please try.
Is it like in the first story that person was doing anything for his son, and the second one, is it like that person is doing anything for the plane?
Okay, very close, but not really there.
We also had Ambika raising hand. So if Ambika would...
Okay, yeah, maybe one or two more, and I'm sure one of you will definitely answer this question.
Yeah. I think
Sir, I
that
sent the answer in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
Is it like the second person wanted to save his country?
Okay.
I think I had a connection that the second person would be the son of the lawyer. Like the lawyer wanted to give his son.
Yes, Haribo, that's the answer. Who said this?
Ambika.
Ambika. A very loud Haribol for her. Haribo.
What
Yes.
was answer? What was the answer?
Yeah, okay. What's the answer?
Haribol.
The pilot, the fighter pilot, the Lieutenant Commander O'Hare was the son of Eddie the lawyer. He was the son of the lawyer. The lawyer had given his life so that he can give a legacy of that character, and his son had got that legacy that he was ready to risk his life in the World War, not caring for his life, and to be ready to sacrifice himself for the country. Right? So this is the true legacy. This is the true legacy we would like to leave. You know, everyone comes, lives, and goes, but what is the legacy we want to leave for the next generation? In the Bible, they say, if you make your foundation on sand, the building will not stand the storm. But if you make your foundation on rock, it will stand the temptations, the allurements, and all the storms in life. So, yes, indeed, what is the foundation that we want to make for our lives? And I really would like to congratulate each and every parent that is sitting here, that they are working to give their children a spiritual foundation. Now, this foundation, unlike all the other aspects, may not be seen. I was once at our construction site. They said they really had worked for a few weeks. And when I went there, I saw that there were just some columns coming out and the land seemed to be leveled. I asked, where was the hard work done? They said, no. It was for 3-4 weeks. People in hundreds were working to make the deep foundation, which you cannot see now. But depending on how deep the foundation is, to that extent, you can make a sky rise. But if you do not have the foundation, you can't go up. So what is the foundation? So I'm thankful that you're making this investment in your children, in the youths that we have here, the foundation. Because the youth or the children are going to be the future generation. Whatever difference we want to see, it's going to come from here. And we never know. You know, the young children sitting here may be leading the countries, leading officials to make great difference in the society. How do we know? So that is why it is so crucial. Would you like to hear another story?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Haribol. Srila Prabhupada quotes another anecdote that there was a young boy who was taken care by his aunt. So this young boy in school, he would come back home. In his box, there would be more pencils than what he went with, because he would get all the pencils of his friends also. Or I don't know if people do use pencils now, because much of it is on computers and everything, right? So he would get more pens and pencils and rubbers and others. And the aunt would be amused and say, oh, maybe he just picked it from his friends. She would not say much. As he grew up, he kind of went into another kind of association. with a little not so good environment. And then he would bring home things which didn't belong to them. They aren't understood. Maybe he's kind of usurping and stealing. But she felt so much affection, or she felt, oh, anyway, bringing it for things, it doesn't mean so much seriousness. Oh, that's okay. But then little by little by little by little, everything starts with little. Many times we do not understand the significance of small things and spiritual things. But the little and little, just like they say in Hindi, we call that how when you, I just missed it. If a smooth and soft rope goes around a rocky structure in a well, as you keep moving the rope across the rocky structure, it creates lines. Right? Jadamati hot sujan, rasari avat jaatte, jadamati hot sujan. The soft rope goes across a rock, or even a drop of water falling on a stone will create a hole eventually. So this boy, after, oh, my voice is cracking. It's okay.
Maybe his internet's problem, sir. Sometimes happens. Like
Okay.
internet sometimes goes like this.
But I'm clear. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For the affirmation.
Yes,
So
sir.
this boy, as he grew up,
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got it. As this boy grew up, he started stealing much more. He became a burglar. And at the end, he went to his top of his career, he murdered someone. And then the court actually, Karat karat abhyas te jadamati hot sujan, rasari avat jat te sil par padat nisan. Yeah. If you keep doing abhyas, karat abhyas, even a jadamati, a foolish person can become sujan. He can become a very, very learned person. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. So this boy, he became a murderer, and the court called him, and he was sentenced to be hanged to death. What else could he expect? And then when this person was about to die, they asked him, "To aapki koi aakhri khwahish hai? Do you have any last desire or last wish?" And immediately he said, "I want to see my aunt." All the aunt was crying and weeping and crying and weeping. And the guy said, "Oh, I want to tell you something in your ears." So she brought her ear nearby. And when she actually brought her ear nearby, he wanted to say something, and he actually bit off her ear. And she started speaking with the pain. He said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "If only you had corrected me and chastised me when I stole the pencils or stole the other things, I would not be here in this position to meet my death." So what is the foundation? What is the foundation that we want to make? And what is the building we want to make? Many times when we speak philosophical things, people think, हम तो बचपन में हैं, ये तो बचपन की बातें. I'm in my childhood, and you're talking things which people in the old age have to worry about. But sorry to say, that's not true. In the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, if you open and see, the greatest of the devotees are Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj, who began their spiritual career at the age of 5. How many of you are 5 years and younger? Raise your hand. Anyone here? 5 years and younger?
Sir, my little sister.
No. Your little sister is not the participant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we have some people. Just at the age of 5, Dhruva Maharaj, at the age of 5, he went to the forest, did austerities for 6 months, and he got darshan of Lord Vishnu. 5 years. Prahlad Maharaj was speaking Bhagavatam at the age of 5. Right? It is said when Dhruva Maharaj, when he was going back to God, a plane came to see him, take him. So the carriers and the gatekeepers who came, Nanda Sunanda, they said, "Oh Dhruva, Dhruva was a great king later, but he said, the devotion you expressed at the age of 5, Lord Vishnu was most pleased by that devotion. He had done so many great things in all his career, but the Lord remembered the devotion Dhruva Maharaj did at the age of 5 years. That was the way the Lord becomes most happy, to see the children. That's the beginning. Because the cement, when it's wet, you can make whatever structure you want and whatever you want to do. But after it has what you call cured and become tight, it only breaks. You can't do much. The tender plant can be shaped up. The grown up one brittles up and has to only break. So I'm very, very thankful to all the parents and all the children. Because unless the children cooperate with the parents, how would they be able to do it? If each of you have decided to become young Prahlad, young Dhruva, all the small girls and the boys, up till all the ages, we are never late to be beginning it. So I'm very, very thankful to each and every one of you that you have taken this aspect of allowing values to be emulated in your foundation. Yeah. It may not so seemingly make a difference in your career or in your subjects and things, but actually it changes the way of life. It gives you the goal of life. It gives you inner fulfillment. That is something I would make my conclusion with, that when you live by principles, when you live by values, when you live by dharma, you actually get inner fulfillment. The fulfillment that you get externally will not stand the test of time. You get something, you need more. Get something more, you need more. When will a person be happy? But internally, when you live by character, you don't need anything externally. And you can live a life of sacrifice and service. And that is the legacy that we would like to leave by. Which means all of you, though you're young, but all of your spiritual practice is much more regarded by the Lord. That is why Srila Prabhupada mentioned that all the leaders, all the parents, they should really invest in the generation next, because they are going to solve all the problems of what we look at the world today. Because only when they're founded with that right principles, they will come up to what we are really looking for. Who will not sell their souls, but will be ready to stand by dharma, stand by principles. Right? So I congratulate each and every one of you for coming to this, I can say, first graduation of doing our spiritual courses. This is just the beginning. We have just entered the waters and there is deep ocean to explore, right? I encourage each and every one of you to kindly take full advantage of this opportunity that you have to learn from Mahabharata, from Ramayana, from Bhagavatam, from Gita, and all these spiritual texts. They will really make your lives very sublime and very happy, very meaningful, right? So I request each and every one of you, and I also request all the parents. Thank you for giving that encouragement. We will also plan something for the parents also, so that they also, if they would like to learn something. And the best thing of learning is you learn and you share. Just like people like to share misery, we would like to share the good learning, so that more and more people can become happy by making this deep foundation. Okay, so thank you for all of your patient hearing. And if anybody would like to say something or give your comment. We are open for a minute or two.
Sir, sir, it's me, Advait Gupta. Sir, I would like to play Achyutam Keshvam on my piano. Can I do it, sir?
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Soumya Prabhu, please take a note of that.
Yes, yes, Advait. We will give you a time to play that after this. Okay.
So thank you very much. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrindu ki jai, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, and my sincere most prayers and good wishes to the families, to the children, that may Krishna's blessings be each and every one of you. And I can tell you my 20 years of experience of helping the children, helping the youth from various universities for so long, that this is an investment which will really pay great returns and make our lives very meaningful. And these all students who are the organizers have been students at some time, part of our learning, that now they're working in big firms, but out of their busy schedule, they're still taking off time so that they can share this message with each and every one of you. But you usually share what you've received, right? So you've shared good things, you want to share back the same things. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Thank you, Prabhu. So by the response of all the kids, you can understand how much your message has touched their hearts. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for taking out time for this wonderful session with the parents. And yes, I myself can say as a testimony that I have been following Prabhuji, and I have been also whatever I've received. Hare Krishna. Yeah, whatever I have received, we try to share it with others, and that's where we get inner satisfaction and inner strength from to deal with the harsh reality of today's world. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, for sharing that with us. So moving on. So we have Prabhu, if you can kindly stay back, we have wonderful offerings by different students, and also we'll be having certificates, and we'll be sharing, and there are different offerings that all the students have made. So it would mean us a lot if you can kindly stay back and maybe see that. Right. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, is my screen still sharing?
No, sir. It got off a long time ago.
Okay, how about now?
It's working now, sir.
Okay, so here we have Advait. So Advait want to give us a live performance, is it? Where are you, Advait?
Sir, it's me here.
Yes. So, okay, Advait, you can start. We have Advait from our Disha batch. He has been very actively doing our sessions. So he has kindly prepared this beautiful offering for us. So Advait, over to you.
Hare Krishna, sir. Thank you. Today I will play Achyutam Keshvam on my piano. Hare Krishna, sir. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Everyone say loud Hari Bol for our dear Advait.
Hari bol.
Hari bol. Hari bol.
Wonderful performance.
Wonderful, really wonderful performance, right? So, and this is
Yes.
just the beginning. We have many more such wonderful performances for all of you. because this is a celebration. Okay, we got the live one as well. So moving on. So then we have Rajveer. Let me know if you can hear, right? Another one. Okay. So let me introduce this. This needs introduction. So Rajveer is another very, very enthusiastic participant for us from Samskara batch. So he is here dressed as Love and Kush, and he's going to sing us about the glories of Lord Ram, right? Right? Did you hear it?
Yes, sir. It's very cute, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, do we have Rajveer here?
Yes, sir. Very cute.
Okay. So Haribol, Rajveer, thank you so much for such a wonderful.
Yes, sir. Very cute.
Yes, he is very. So okay, thank you, Rajveer, Haribol, for this wonderful performance. Oops. See, even the system likes it so much, it wants to play it again and again. So what's next, right? And we have more performances, so don't worry about that. So in this session, a brief glimpse into what we are going to have in the coming sessions and coming months, right? So these are some of the events that we have planned. So as Prem Swarup Prabhu was mentioning, right, that practice is very important. So as something called Vidyashram, which actually is 15 minutes for 5 days of a week, right? We just connect for 15 minutes. We have a meditation and a thought of the day that we share, right? Especially for the kids. So those who are interested, they can please they can participate on this, and we'll have this every day for the weekday, just for 15 minutes, right? Besides that, the immediate next thing that we are going to start is Ramayan, Haribol, right? So Ramayan, especially for kids and teens, right? Every episode, every character of Ramayan is filled with divine realization, and also how can we live our life, right? So that is going to start as well. Okay, just one moment.
Sir, why is it written like free for all?
Yes, so this is like a free sessions for all. You are not going to be charged anything for this, especially for parents, right? So this is that you can attend it just free of cost. So that's it. For others, yes, we require a bit of help. So that's why we have a little bit of charges to arrange for the different devices and the setup to do that. Okay. And post that, we have also planned a summer cultural extravaganza, kind of a summer camp for 10 days, right? Every day we'll have an hour or two for some activities. So I'll go to the detail of that, and post that there is also different modules, right? The second module of the sessions, right? So these are in detail. So for Ramayan, we have like very particular details from different characters of Ramayan in a flow for kids and teens, right? And it is equally enjoyable for adults as well. So this is a session that we have planned completely free starting next week onwards. Then obviously I talked about the Vidyashram, which is like 15 minutes, 5 days, connect for daily dose of mindfulness and meditation, right? And then we have the summer camp that we are still finalizing on the date and everything. But yeah, it is going to be 10 or 15 days of that duration. Just a heads up, and we will let you guys know about the detail. So these are the activities, those are coming soon, right? So again, Prabhu said, so since this is kind of a graduation ceremony, right? So again, we have different realization that many of our participants have shared. So we'll start with that. So here we have Amara from Samskara Batch. She has a very nice offering for us.
Hare Krishna to all my respected elders and my dear friends. Lockdown and this pandemic has been the most tough and difficult times faced by the human race. During this lockdown, I have learned some shlokas from Bhagavad Gita which I would like to share with all of you. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानं धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुद्धा भावसमन्विता मच्चित्ता मदगताः बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तिश्च मां नित्यं शिष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां सचित्तयुक्तानां तं प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं येन मामुपयान्ति ते तेषां देवानुकं पाठं महं नाश्यान्यातं भावस्तो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वतं नेहा विक्रमणः सुस्ति प्रत्यगायनं विद्यते स्वतं कस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते मूतभयात् ये यथा मां यदन्ते तास्तथा भजाम्यहं मां मनुष्याः सर्वधर्मं परित्यज्य माम् एकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं शरणं पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः Hare Krishna, my name is Bhumi. I am 8 years old. Thank you.
I'm sorry about the name, it's Bhumi, my bad. So we saw Bhumi reciting very nice prayers, shlokas from Bhagavad Gita that we have been teaching all throughout the module. So big Haribol for Bhumi. Haribol!
Haribol.
Haribol.
I definitely all of you.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Thank you, thank you. Now, moving ahead. Yes, now we have Rishan. So we have Rishan with us. He sent us another beautiful shloka and the song. Let's hear.
Hare Krishna. Today I am going to chant a sloka following a song. Matta parataram nanya किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं भूतं सूत्रे मणिगणाइव अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So that was Rishin for us. Rishin, we have you here, right, Rishin? Spotlight on Rishin, please. I saw him here. Okay, no problem. So that was Rishin for us, who sang this beautiful bhajan. So we'll say loud Haribol for him. Haribol!
Haribol.
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 learn more about Thank you all for such enthusiasm. So in the coming summer camps, we'll have more such wonderful activities where we are going to learn more songs, bhajans, kirtans, and we can perform them, right? So moving on, what we have here next, let's see. Oops, now the important part, certificates, right? All of you have like participated and completed this with so much enthusiasm. So I'm going to call out the name. Please switch on your video now and we are going to see you, right? And yes, Dhanishka, we will come to you and see your wonderful art, right? Thank you for letting me know. So the first batch is, we'll say loud, Haribol, you're there. So I'll just pin Meghna for a bit. Yes, so we have Meghna. Meghna, congratulations. Hari Bol for completing the first module of Samskara. Hari Bol. Okay, next we have Rajveer. I don't think he's here. Rishin.
He was here, sir.
He was here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Siddhi. Okay.
No, sir.
Snigdha.
Yes, sir. She's there, sir.
Yeah, right here.
Oh yes, you're here. I found you. Yes, so congratulations, Snigdha. Big Hari Bol for you.
Thank you.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Yes.
Hi.
Haribo.
Till that time, maybe Rana can present his art. Yes, Rana, we have Rana presenting his art.
Okay, my name is Rana. I am 8 years old. I am from London and I am about to present my art to you. This is my art of Krishna. So
Thank you very much.
It's very nice. It's better than what I could do in like
Yes.
ever.
And I know Rana is very good at painting.
Very nice drawing.
Nice.
Very nice.
Wonderful.
Wow, so nice.
Very nice drawings and very nice pictures.
Very nice drawing.
Very nice.
Showing that one.
Very nice drawing.
Okay. Okay, Rana, would you like to say something? He also has some
India.
painting he has in India.
This picture is from
Thank you
India.
very much. Thank you, Rana. Would you like to say something? Thank you very much.
Okay, I can't hear you. Probably you can chat. Meanwhile, we have Vihan. Can we pin on Vihan for a moment? Ribo. Thank you, Vihan. Ribo. Thank you.
Haribol.
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 Okay, next we have a
Haribol.
performance from Nivasini, right? Let's hear. She has prepared a wonderful, wonderful song for us. Let me know. You can see my screen, right?
Hare Krishna. My name is Nivasini. I'm going to recite Architam Keshavam. Architam Keshavam Nayakam Keshavam Vasudevam Sridaram Madhavam Gopika Vallabam Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Architam Keshavam Satyabhamamadhavam Madhavam Sridaram Yacharanandam Indira Mandiram Sedasa Sundaram Devaki Nandanam Krishna Govinda He Rama Nayaka Shikate Vasudeva Darshite Achyuta Nanda He Madhava Dokshaja Dwaraka Nayaka Draupadi Dakshaja Rakshasa Shobhita Sitaya Shobhito Dandakaranya Punyata Lakshmane Vyachito Vanarai Sevito Katsya Sampujito Radhava Padma Venkarishnapo Nishtavin Veshinam Kakesika Kamsavir Kamsika Kara Bhutana Gopaka Suraja Kelanu Bala Gopalaha Padumam Sarvaja Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Thank you so much, Nivasini.
Haribol.
Wonderful performance. Haribo.
Haribol.
Yes, someone raised hand. Yes, you want to
Yes,
say?
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you can see my picture.
Yes, please tell your name as well so everyone can see. I'll just pin for a moment.
My name is Sashi.
Haribo. So we have Sashi showing us her wonderful picture of Krishna. Haribo. Thank you, Sashi. Haribo. So yes, thank you. I just heard that we missed Vaibhav. I think during that time my screen got stuck. So I'm just going to go behind just to show Vaibhav's. Yeah, here we have Vaibhav, right? Vaibhav, you there?
Yes.
Haribo. Yes, thank you.
Haribol.
He has been consistently a very, very enthusiastic participant for us. So thank you, Vaibhav, for your enthusiasm. Right? Haribo.
Haribo.
Haribol.
Okay, now moving forward. Okay, Vihan, yes, we saw. Oh, now we have Agastya. Do we have Agastya over here?
So you,
Okay. Divya.
no, sir.
Darsh.
No,
Riya.
sir. Riya and Darsh are present, sir.
Sir, Riya is not there.
Oh, yeah, Riya and Darsh are together, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Haribol. So please say a loud Haribol for Riya and Darsh.
Haribol.
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 Haribol. Thank you. And then we have Riya and then Soham. Soham is there. If I'm calling out your name and if you're there, please.
Haribol.
Thank you, Vikram, for joining.
Vikram, I don't think
He's
he is.
here. I can
Oh,
see
okay.
I have pinned him. Yes, Vikram. Haribol. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next we have Arjun. Do we have Arjun? Okay. Okay. Now, okay, we have another presentation, but the name and the badge is a secret. So I know the name. So please enjoy this presentation.
Hare Krishna, my name is Ditya and I am going to sing one Krishna song. Bana bana doondan jao, bana bana doondan jao, kit ho chup gaye Krishna Murari, bana bana doondan jao. बन बन ढूंढन शीष्ट मुकुट और कानन कुंडल शीष्ट मुकुट और कानन कुंडल बंसी तन मन रंग फिरक गिरधारी बन बन ढूंढन जाऊं बन बन ढूंढन जावा ओ. Thank you.
Haribol. So loud Haribol for Ditya, who presented.
Haribol.
Haribol. Ditya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Haribol.
So next we have from Prerna module, Shubham is here.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, Yatharth. So loud Haribol for Yatharth. Haribol.
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 Haribol. Haribol.
Thank you, Yatharth, for joining. All the best, and we will look for you in the future for our further session. So thank you, Yatharth.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so that almost brings us to the close of the celebration, right? And as Prem Surupu was saying, this is just the beginning, right? We have many more adventures lining up, adventures to know new things, adventures to become closer to Krishna and understand our culture, and closer to Krishna and understand our culture and our goal of life better, right? So it's a very famous African proverb that it takes a child to raise it. It takes a village to raise a child. Right? So you see, there are so many devotees, your parents, your grandparents, your teachers. Everyone is helping us to, become better. So that's it for today. And moving forward, just to remind you, we will be sharing a feedback link to all the parents. So kindly fill it up. It will help us improve a lot and also improvise on our service. Plus, we'll know what we can do much better. And the next is for the upcoming Ramayana sessions, right? I would appreciate if you can look out for those. We'll be sending you the updates for that. And so thank you very much. I would especially like to take this opportunity to thank Prem Saru Prabhu, right? And all of our coordinators and our instructors. Can we please pin on them for some time? Oops, my bad. Yes. Just give me a moment. Till the time, can all the coordinators come on in? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, sure.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna, sir. Hare Krishna.
sir.
So yes, this is your beloved Vishwanath.
Hare Krishna,
and
sir.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna.
And, yes, and Chandrakant Prabhu is here, right? Meanwhile, we'll also appreciate if any of the parents would like to share a few words about how they felt about the session. Then it would mean the world to us, right? All of our heart endeavor. Yes, all the students, please get your parents, right? You have answered all the questions. Now it's their time. So please, yes, I can see Vaishnav and Vaibhav's parents are there if they would like to share a few words.
Hello, yeah, can you see us?
Yes, we can see you.
Yeah, it was really nice to make them join this session, and I think, yeah, we really feel like we have fulfilled the responsibility to introduce them to the world of Bhagavad Gita. So, yeah, in their future life, whenever they have hurdles, we think that they will be capable to overcome that by following all the verses and all those learnings they have got from Bhagavad Gita and from your sessions. And really appreciate your effort to get this, to involve all these children across the world and to share all your knowledge to them. It will be really helpful to keep our culture and heritage. Thank you very much for that. And the best thing which I would say, which we enjoyed is you have taught them to get blessings from the parents. So I think, yeah, irrespective of their age and even the teenagers, they understand the value in getting the blessings. So during the daytime, we make a lot of nuisance. At the end of the day, when they come for blessings, we really feel blessed ourselves. So thank you very much. Really appreciate all your efforts. Looking forward to join next sessions as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful feedback. Yes. If there are any other parents who would also like to share.
Sir, I am Advaita's father.
Yes, sir, please.
A really very good session, and in each session he will have lot of query. And I think what just now Vaishnava told, right, that we need to also respect our culture and all. So it's a very good thing, and he's learning how to behave. And some session I also joined it. So looks like it's a very very good session. I really appreciate all the efforts given by your team. And one more thing, I'm also from IIT Dhanbad Computer Science. So I think a couple of members are part of this group also.
Yes.
Really
Thank you.
Very good thing to see you guys. Thank you very much for support our kid. And I really am looking for such session also for future. So many things are there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is like fuel to our enthusiasm, right? So yes, we all of these volunteers, they have worked day and night just for even presenting today, given the differences of time zone, the different the arrangements, but it's extremely fulfilling for us to hear your views on this. So
yeah,
thank you.
Some of the sessions really fits for us also in the industry also. Like we also have the similar problem going on. So I attend sometime I also attend the session. Looks like yeah, this problem is for me also. So it's really very nice, and the content is really very very good. And I think you guys are working very very nice content and very good descriptions also, the way you are describing overall thing. So I really say thank you very much for bringing such things.
Thank you, sir. And just because you mentioned this, just to put it out there, that we are also, it's not just the kids, we are trying to make a whole framework, right? So maybe in future we'll reach out to the parents as well, to give them resources and content to continue this discussion and take this on forward in your own circle and inspire your family members, your friends, and your children, right? So thank you so much.
You reach out, I will really repel all the things, whatever you have, because I really appreciate things, and things are really nice. People will like it.
Sure. Thank you so much. We'll get in touch with you. Thank you. Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah. Okay. Can I say something? This is Rana's mom.
Yes, please.
Very, very, very glad to be part of this. Like we teach Rana all the stories that whatever the Puranas happened, and every time what he questions, like because he's growing up here, so he have a lot of questions, but through the animations, we teach him through animations, like whatever he can see in videos, and all the stories that we know, we used to teach him. But this is like a group of kids as his age, and he can share his thoughts with friends. So he's like more interested in our culture, and he the meditation he always do at home, but this is bringing a new enthusiasm in him regarding Krishna and Bhagavad Gita now. So very, very, very much thankful. We actually we don't feel home now because he is learning everything here as well. Thank you so much.
Very well. Thank you so much, ma'am. So yes, we are trying our best to provide that same home, that same village, same family setup for all of us, irrespective of whichever time zone we are. I know it's a big aspirational things, but we want to do it for the service of Lord and His devotees.
Yeah, our parents actually, they are very worried that kids are growing here, and probably when they go back, will they go to temple or not and all. Though my son studies in Roman Catholic school, but whenever the topic comes, the traditional culture, he always be there to explain the story of Deepavali, Rama, and everywhere, and he always gets the achievement awards for that. So I'm very, very proud of you all. Thank you so much.
Rivo. So thank you so much for sharing this with us. Yes, we have Ria and Darsha's mom as well. Yes.
Hello, Hare Krishna, Prabhujis, all of you. Thank you so much. We are also in UK, and it's very new for my children as well. We haven't been so good at this, but of course it reminded me of my childhood because I attended a few sessions with both of them. So I've been sitting in and listening to everything, the shlokas, the translations, stories, It was wonderful. Thank you so much for all your efforts. And I know they are not keen at this stage, but hopefully soon. So I'm hoping that they will learn a few things. They know all the stories because I've been getting them storybooks, and we talk to them about all the stories. So yes, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all your efforts, and it's been very a good experience being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much,
Hare
ma'am, for your
Krishna.
kind words. Thank you. Thank you. So anyone else would like to say a few words? Okay, so we would like to chant the
Excuse
Hare
me,
Krishna
sir.
Mama. Yes. Who was that?
So here is my feelings about the class. The class is wonderful. I would recommend it to all of my friends.
Wait. Just raise your hand. You can. I can see you somehow. Who was that?
Me, sir.
Oh, Diptanshu, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
I found the class very interesting and it was really nice. Would recommend it for all of my friends.
Thank you. Thank you, Diptanshu. Thank you.
Class is very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So
Class is very nice.
thank you. Thank you. So we'd like to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 3 times for everyone, and we blessings of Lord Krishna to all the family members and all the kids. So let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So thank you so much, Hari Bol. We look out to connect with you again for the next session, and the next session is Ramayan, especially for kids and teens. And yes, parents can also join. It will be equally enlivening for them as well. So Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.